this? A matchup for the UFC welterweight division title. Well, it seemed an eventuality that Ben Askren would one day find his way to the UFC. Did that with a big win over Robbie Lawler in his UFC debut, and now the focus on continuing to climb that crowded welterweight level.
Ben Askren is a unique talent because he does not look like the type of guy that you would find in an octagon. But every time he steps foot in there, he has no doubt he's going to get his hand raised, which is what he has done his entire life. You look at Ben and you know what's coming. He's going to wrestle you. He's going to take you down. He's going to make you grapple more than you're comfortable with. But can Ben Askren employ that wrestling game plan all the way to a UFC championship? We will see.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Thompson is 1 year his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the Octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Ben Askren. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a karate fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up.
As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
What a punch.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
2 minutes have expired in our opening round.
Good punch.
Thompson's hook to the body was blocked. Right idea, wrong execution. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Stephen Thompson.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And they separate. Oh, and he lands yet another uppercut. So those strikes have come in bunches tonight, really starting to find some consistency.
He's finding consistency because he knows that that is a strike that he can find at any time. He's so confident in finding that uppercut that it's landing over and over again. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Nice punch there by Thompson. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Thompson.
Powerful leg kick land.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him, too.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. All right, side control now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches. He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free. so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
20 seconds left. Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight.
An attacking armbar.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuous. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is. Chest to the mat. Pressure goes down. He'll start to take the air from his opponent.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not great.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Oh, collar tie. And he comes through with a big knee.
That knee hurt him.
Throwing hard in the pocket. Oh, nice punch there by Thompson. So 63 total strikes have already landed for Ben Askren. And in terms of the accuracy, they're landing at a 58% clip against Stephen Thompson. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Just misses with the left hook. And there comes the separation now.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
He's having his way with him here. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, single collar tie now. Now he's got the Muay Thai. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Close guard. Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective.
Nice hammer fist.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Beautiful, man. He's hurt. You had him right there, man.
All right, you ready? You ready? Let's go, fight.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
And they separate.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages.
Holy smoke, he put him to sleep.
Well, he's up, but oh, is he hurting. And they separate. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the...
Oh, he dove and he lands.
Oh my goodness, what a performance!
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling, he used his elbows, he used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliot has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 43 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.